Hi, my name is Forssenius, a realtor with the Elliott Real Estate team, and we are covering the July 2022 Richmond market update. Lots to cover in this one: recession, interest rates, inflation. Should you buy a portfolio of homes right now, or should you wait a couple years? We're going to give you the answers right now.
Let's go!
So what we are seeing in July 2022 is a shift in the market. The recession is spiking fears, and there's interest rates that are coming down a little bit in July, but they're still higher than what they have been at the start of the year. Are we in a recession right now? We had 2 quarters of negative GDP, so considering that, we are basically in a recession, but it's not fully announced that, hey, the government's saying, hey, this is recession time. So what does this mean for housing with the recession coming on? Well, during a recession, if you pull up this chart right here, this kind of shows you throughout history, interest rates have gone up in the beginning of a recession like we have seen in the past several months, but in order to come out of your recession, interest rates are lowered to stimulate the economy getting back in action. So if you are looking for a house, it's not necessarily a bad time to buy. If you're looking to stay in that house, and if you're looking to hold on for a little bit, you can always refinance at the end of the recession. Considering on some of these homes that there's less consideration of competition, considering that the inventory is coming up a little bit higher inventory levels that we've seen in the past couple months, it's not a bad time to jump in if you are looking for that long-term hold. And just to go back to that chart real quick, so rates and recession chart, it's the yellow that is the recessionary periods, and as you can see, they are lowered at the end of those periods all the way back to the 70s. Now, if you look at this bar chart infographic right here, this chart shows and breaks down how long those recessions were and the rates with those times. Now, keep in mind, these are recessions and not necessarily housing market crashes. As during COVID, we kind of saw those prices stay steady. We switch to this chart right here. This actually kind of shows recessions to housing market crashes. You know, we had one in 1980, 1981. Recession, 1991 recession, little housing market crash, 2001, obviously the housing market crash, 2006 to 8 kind of thing, and now we're 2020 and prices have gone up. So recessions don't actually equal market crashes in the real estate. Now, to talk about inventory, if you list your house back in December, you might have had maybe 20, 30 showings, as that was the prime time to, sell your house, considering the data that we have. Now, what we have seen right now in July is those numbers are going down. We're seeing less showings on homes. We're seeing less offers on homes. Still multiple offer scenarios, multiple competitions, but it's not as bad as what we've seen. And what this means is, again, the shift in the market towards kind of a neutral market, but we're still ways away from that. And again, the way we judge that is month supply of inventory. Strictly, this is a supply and demand issue. A neutral market is 6 months supply. That means if we don't have any more homes that come on the market in 6 months' time, due to our current demand, we'll run out. We have stayed at below 1% month or 1 month supply of inventory since the beginning of the last year. So over a year now, and we're tickling about 1.2 to 2 month supply of inventory right now currently with the data that we've had from the last couple months. So still heavily a seller's market. We're not going to see some flip of the switch of a housing market bubble because there's still so much demand and still not a lot of supply, but we are seeing more inventory come and less buyers active. If we go to this chart right here, Realtor.com projected their projected inventory for the rest of the year from 0.3% to 15%, which means less competition for houses and less pressure for pushing prices past crazy amounts over the listing price. So should you buy a house right now in July 2022 Richmond area? Well, nobody wants to buy something and for it to lose value in 6 to 12 months, but that's not what we're projected to see. Prices are still accelerating up, and it's decelerating in competition and appreciation rates of what we've seen last year. That doesn't mean a backwards decline in your house price is going down, but you're not going to see the appreciation rates that you have seen in the past year of like 14 to 16% every year on that return. It's not going to be like that, but it is going to be slowing down and deaccelerating, but not losing value. Now, the headlines are scaring folks with, you jump on YouTube, you watch the news, bubble here, bubble there. They've been saying that for about a year now, and we're still in this crazy market. We will see crazy appreciation levels again, but just not anytime soon in the near future. Let's look at this chart right here. So this chart, all the forecasts are predicting appreciation values have not changed much from previous predictions at the start of the year, and estimated prices of homes are projected to go up throughout the next few years. But this is a difficult time for buyers. People losing their minds with not getting accepted on houses, still bidding up properties, and still waiving inspections and still like that. But if I say to you, just hold tight. We're seeing a shift. Things are slowing down a little bit. Hopefully they get a little bit better into a neutral market, but don't lose all hope. Talk to an expert like myself. Happy to show you what I'm seeing on the daily, show you some tips and tricks along the way on other stuff that you can do other than just search Zillow and show your realtor an address that you want to see. If you are about 3 to 6 months out from buying or selling, now is the prime time to talk to an expert like myself. If you do want to schedule a consultation with me, there is a link down below. No obligation, free of charge. Happy to answer any questions or concerns, fears, thoughts that you have. Along with you are a seller, there's a free site below link that lets you sign up your home and plug in your personal information that you don't have to get contacted by any realtor, and it tells you how much your home is worth and keeps track of the value pretty on the spot. Thanks for tuning in. Again, consultation below. Feel free to contact my email too outside of that if you have any questions or concerns. I'll see you guys in the next one.